Let's take a quick look at doing some research on Kickstarter. This is where you're going to find some ideas, way before they've hit the market. And I think that this can be valuable because you can find trends before they're a thing. And if they get a lot of funding or media attention, it could actually start a whole movement, or it's just product validation. But it's going to take months until that hits the market. And if nothing else, you're going to go on here and you're going to see what types of trends are working. So maybe this specific product doesn't work, but there's a lot of products with a certain theme happening, and you could take those and then take these learnings and apply them. So what I like to do is, obviously we want to look at physical products. So what I do is I go to design and tech. I'm not going to go to tech. I normally go to tech for my personal self because I love technology, but I'm not going to try to make a new cutting edge technology. I actually had tried for years to make my own Internet of Things devices. And I really wanted to make my own smart lighting solutions, but I was competing against Philips, and that is a multi-billion-dollar company. And I just was like, God, this is going to be hard to create a proprietary. I'm not going to go into it all. I'll save you guys. But so what we do, go into design, something that could be made pretty simply. And then what I like to do is I like to go into the sold and the past funded. You can look at the current ones that are being done, but I like to go and just see where's the money already happened. So all projects. So I just go to successful projects and amount pledged. Cool. No, we want to filter this by successful projects, yes. Amount pledged. Cool. Sorted by, most funded. So I would sort by most funded or popularity, because there could be some that are really popular that didn't get funded. So that's just something else. Like right here. I've talked about vegan pants before. The vegan leather yoga mat. Well, wait a minute. Is that a joke? Or is this actual vegan leather? Because leather is not vegan. If you don't know, a large percentage of yoga people in the yoga world are vegan. It actually is vegan. Whatever. Okay. Maybe I'd go to Amazon. I don't know what. Check out the vegan yoga mat. This one. I mean, it's not bad. It's not the worst. I mean, if I were to go into yoga mats, this would probably be where I would have to go, just because it's such a competitive niche. They don't have Viral Launch doesn't have search volume on it yet, but yeah. So you're gonna just find there's vegans. They want a whole food. They all want vegan food. They want vegan clothes. They want vegan everything. So whenever there's a big mega trend, there's going to be a whole culture that gets built around it. So if crypto takes off, there's a whole crypto culture that's going to happen. There's going to be physical products and everything made around it. Just think of all the physical products built around sports. There's just physical products are made around every giant cultural movement, and you're going to see where people vote with their dollars on here. So I encourage everybody. Wireless phone chargers, okay, that's tech. I encourage everybody to just go on here and take a look. You're going to find, what is that? A race circuit? You're going to find some really good stuff, but I like to do by the most funded. And I was looking on here earlier. A lot of these were technology, but this one I found was pretty interesting. So we check out the fidget cube. This was on the whole fidget spinner movement, but this happened. Look at this. So estimated delivery was in December of 2016. This one was in October 2016. So this happened in what? Google Trends. So this had to have happened in September of 2016. So fidget spinners. So when did this happen? Okay, so you guys, you could have been on and known about the whole fidget craze. They got $6.5 million, and that was in 2016. So let's say, in theory, we would have got on. You could have got on the fidget spinner phase right here, okay? Right when it took off. Like, and it was on Kickstarter, and it had been proven that people obviously, now granted, they did have a very funny video if you go and watch this, but 154,000 people proved that they were willing to pay $15 or whatnot for just a little fidget cube. So, you know, this would have really put me on to the whole fidget scene had I been looking at this. Okay, let's see. What else is there in here? And then, oh yeah, the other one that I had seen on this, because a lot of these are just not private labelable. Like, I'm not, first of all, an automatic toothbrush, probably patented. And second of all, I just don't want to go in people's mouths with my products and whatnot. So this is a weighted blanket for sleep, stress, and anxiety. And so I got $5 million for a blanket. A blanket is very doable. And so we go ahead, a weighted blanket for just weighted blanket. And you look up these numbers, they're pretty crazy. So like this is number one, $156,000 a month. And it's only got 31 reviews. So like, that's a $2 million a year revenue product. Look at this. 160,000 people are looking up weighted blanket. That's like that's huge. It's absolutely huge. Like, so this is still for the taking. You've got to get the logistics because these are heavy blankets, okay? But, geez. That's it. Just figure out how to profitably market and sell these weighted blankets. And you look at this. This is just a home run right here from Kickstarter. And you could have known about this in, what, a year ago. So I can't even imagine if we take a look at the market trends. They don't even have data going that far back. But, I mean, the average review back then, I mean, it's still pretty low. But look, it was down to 37. Oh man, I bet back then, I bet it was just so easy to get in on this, and you could have one of the best. I mean, it still looks relatively easy, but yeah, this could be a home run. So yeah, definitely take a look at Kickstarter and know that you might not see the numbers on Amazon yet, but try to find other ways to validate if the idea is going to be good. I'm going to try not to keep this too long, otherwise the course is going to be extremely long. So if we were to go weighted blankets. So first of all, so what are both of these? When did this spike? This spiked in November 2016. So I guess what we could have seen was when this happened. I mean, this is probably because of that PR, but we could have seen, okay, there's some growing interest. I would have actually been turned off by that, just to be honest. But, I mean, this is a growing trend, and what's behind this is this mega trend of people are looking for different ways. People are looking for alternatives. So veganism, they're looking for an alternative, healthier way to live. This ADHD, anxiety, you know, the people are looking for more natural ways to, instead of drugging their children, which I completely support. Having ADHD myself, and I actually love playing with my fidget spinner as much as people hate them, and I wanted to buy that fidget cube. So just look at these mega trends and realize when those start to happen, and then now if a new concept comes up within that mega trend, pay attention, because that could be the next thing that takes off. So just like, okay, I wouldn't be paying attention to cryptocurrencies, but cryptos are a mega trend right now. So a next very promising crypto could boom or like and whatnot, just because it's part of this mega trend, or, you know, like back in the beginning of the internet, or just any cultural movement. Obviously some technological change is different, but anyways, don't ignore Kickstarter. And there's also Indiegogo and other crowdfunding sites, so just go and check them out. I was going to end the video there, but I looked at a couple other products and I noticed, so we were just talking about megatrends and the whole ADHD, fidget spinner, whatnot, it's big. And so there was the fidget spinners, and then now there's this squishies. So it's not quite as big as, well, it's not nearly as big as the fidget spinners, but there's this squishy movement, and they're huge on Amazon, but it's way oversaturated. And now I'm seeing on Kickstarter right now, all active campaigns, there's these desktop spinning, where everybody's wanting to just now spin something, and I already want to spin as I'm watching. So I would say watch out for these, because 3 that are all funded at the same time here, this could be something interesting. And then just the best one that I found now, just to top it all off, we've got just the best fidget spinner of all time. Going back it, guys. Best invention ever. All right, that's it for Kickstarter. Don't ignore it. Can be huge. So just a quick word, the weighted blanket was patented here, but the overall point of this process is that you're going to find trends before they happen and they're big. So if nothing else, at least go look at where new Kickstarters are and where it's picking up and getting attention. And it's just a really good way of, maybe you don't find the exact product that you're going to source, but it's a good way to get ideas and keep a pulse on the market and what consumer wants and needs are.